What's going on, guys? This is All Day DFS checking back in with y'all. I hope y'all guys cashed in. I hope y'all guys got that money. As for me, I did decent. My picks earlier were about 50-50. Some of them missed, some of them hit. Kobe White did his thing. And guys, I forgot to put Wendell Carter on my video. I had him on my research and I had him on my list, and I totally forgot to put him on there. Wendell Carter killed it. Scary Terry came back down to earth. He let me down. But when a player's hot, I mean, you got to keep going with him until he's not, I guess. I mean, that's how I do it. I mean, when he's hot, he could hit you. He could give you 5-6 straight games. So I keep on going with them until they're not hot. And now I have to, really do some research on him when he goes against his next matchup. But we also had Gordon Hayward. Looks like he got injured. So it was overall, it was a decent night. I hope y'all guys had a better night than I did. And I hope my picks were able to help you close some of your lines at least, or help you with your lines. So PrizePicks is early. So PrizePicks only has 8 players on the board. So let's go ahead and get into it. Trey Young is projected at 46. He's going up against Cleveland. It's a good matchup overall. They're 23rd ranked in fantasy points, giving up fantasy points. 19th ranked versus his position, which is still pretty decent. And his last 5 games versus Cleveland, he's gone over that 2 times. And his last 5 games overall, he's gone over it 3 times in 3 straight games overall. So Draft Dashboard has him projected at 46.3. He's right here, is at 46. So since it's early, I'm going to go ahead and lock the over on Trey Young. Now tomorrow by tip-off, he'll probably be at 48, 49, depending on how everybody picks and all the stuff that. But, as we know, these lines move. So right now he's 46. So right now he's a lock for me. If he goes up to 48, he'll probably be a fade for me, because he'll probably be sweating if we pick him for the over. So right now, Trey Young is a lock for me for the over. Colin Sexton, 35 against Atlanta. So he gets a very, very good matchup. They're 29th ranked versus his position, 17th ranked overall. His last 5 games, he's gone over that projection 2 times versus Atlanta. And his last 5 games overall, he's gone over that projection twice. Draft Dashboard has him projected at 34.7, which is right under what they have him at. For me, I'm going to go ahead and fade him. I'm not going to play it because it's right there on the line. I'm not going to play it. And guys, like I said before on these videos, if you like somebody, lock them in now. As we know, like I keep saying, and I keep trying to get it in there to y'all guys get it. If you like anybody early, get them early, because the lines do move, even if it's an under. So if you think Colin Sexton's going to go under 35, lock them in now, because if everybody starts picking Sexton on the under tomorrow, they might move him down to 34 or 33. So they move them both ways. So, and like I said on the earlier video, I said we got to get smart and start playing some of these unders. Like tonight, I seen a lot of people play Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. They both went under, and I seen a lot of people pick them under, and they were right. So that was a good play. So just do your research. Let's get some of these unders, because the point projections are getting higher, and I know we like to hit the over. But so anyways, Colin Sexton right now is a fade for me because he's right on that line. I never really play him too much. I kind of stay away from him, so he's a fade for me. Next, we got Jeremy Grant, projected at 40. Now, this was his projection the other night versus Orlando. I took the under for it, and he did go under. Let's go ahead and take a look at him. So he has a good matchup overall versus Orlando. They're 22nd ranked defense, and they're 27th ranked versus his position. So the matchup is good. But he's only gone over 40. He's never gone over, in the last 5 games, he hasn't gone over 40 versus Orlando. And in his last 5 games overall, he's only gone over 40 one time. And Draft Dashboard has him projected at 38.4. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the under on Jeremy Grant. Now, I would pick him now. If you're thinking about getting under, pick him now, because I think tomorrow he's going to go down. So I got Grant for the under. Next, we got Booch Nicola. I know last game he tore it up against Detroit. He's been hot. They have him projected for 51. So over here on Draft Dashboard, they're projecting him to get 47.8. But he's been hot. His last 2 games versus his last 2 games versus Detroit, he's gone for 64 and 53. So he's gone over that mark. And then his last 5 games overall, he's gone over that mark 3 out of the last 5. It's 18th ranked versus his position, so it's a decent matchup, good matchup overall. Booch has just been killing it. I'm an Orlando Magic fan, so I look at their games, I see what he does. To me, this guy's an all-star. If he doesn't make the all-star team, I think it's crazy. And he just does it all. He just had a triple-double the other night, so I'm going to hit the over for Vooch, and I'm going to get him at 51. I'm not going to wait till they raise him up, so that's an over for me. Next, we got Darren Fox versus Brooklyn, and they have him projected at 40. So his last 5 versus Brooklyn, 38, a 34, 43, and a 22. Draft Dashboard has him projected at 39 points. His last 5 games, he has only gone over 41 times. And it's a bad matchup versus his position. Everybody always tries to, when you see Brooklyn on the board, usually everybody's like, hey, you got to play, all the players versus Brooklyn. But versus his position, it's a good matchup. I mean, it's not a good matchup for versus his position. It's a good matchup overall. Excuse me. They're 25th ranked overall defense, but versus his position, they're second. So they have him at 39. PrizePicks has him at 40. I'm going to go ahead and fade Fox. I'm not going to play Fox. I mean, you would think to play the over versus Brooklyn. So if I were to play him, I would play him over. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and fade him until I get more research in. Next, we got James Harden versus Sacramento. And they have him projected at 55. Seems kind of high. Usually he's around 52 or something like that. So it's Brooklyn's a great match. Sacramento's a great matchup across the board. 30th ranked defense, 28th versus his position. He got a 62 last game versus Sacramento. And he's gone over, 55? He's gone over 55 twice in the last 5 games. And his last 5 games overall, he's gone over 55 4 out of 5 times. And Draft Dashboard has it projected at 51.2. But I see him going over 55. He had 62 last game. Like I said, he's been over 55 4 out of the last 5. I'm going to hit the over on James Harden. Next, we got Stephen Curry. He's projected at 51 versus New York. So the matchup is not really a good one. They're 4th ranked overall and 11th versus position, so it's not really a good matchup. And his last 5 versus New York, he has not gone over that total, not one time. In his last 5 overall, he's gone over that total 2 times, 2 out of the last 5. Draft Dashboard has him projected at 47.5. They have him here at 51. For me, I would go under. I would hit the under on Curry, based on the information and his last 5 versus New York. And now New York is a good defense. So I would hit the under on Curry. And last but not least, we got Julius Randle versus Golden State. He's projected for 43. All right, so it's about a middle of the pack matchup, right in the middle, decent matchup, I guess. They're ranked 14th, 17th versus his position. So his last 5 versus Golden State, he got a 51, a 43. So he's only gone over once in his last 5 for the projected total. In his last 5 games overall, he's hit it and gone over it 3 times, so 3 out of 5. Draft Dashboard has him at 43.8. So they have him over. He's at 43. I would say I would have to go with the. It depends again. Yeah, I'm gonna fade it. Because he's right on the line, and Draymond might be guarding him, and he's been playing good defense and stuff like that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and fade that one. I probably won't play it. I'm gonna see how his line moves throughout the day tomorrow. If it goes down, I might play him. Definitely, if it goes up, I'll probably go on the under. So that's what I'll do on Julius Randle. So guys, I finally have my Discord server community ready for y'all guys. It's ready. The invite link is down below in the descriptions. Come on in there. It's brand new, so I just barely finished it tonight. Nobody's in there yet, so come on in there. Let's make a community. Let's get in there. Let's share picks. Let's share strategy. Let's help each other make some money. with these games with PrizePicks, I'm gonna start doing some monkey knife fight videos with these single player fantasy games, daily fantasy games. We can share information because we're not doing lineups and I can't share my lineup because you're gonna have the same one or whatever. This is not like that. It's us versus the projections. So we can share information. We can all win. I mean, I want everybody to win out there. If I can share my pick and I can help everybody win, then it doesn't hurt me at all. I mean, it doesn't hurt me at all. So why wouldn't I want y'all guys to win? And I think that's what we can do with this community. We can share information. We can share our picks. I'm going to have a premium service in there with I'm going to be doing a lot of different sheets, a lot of different research, basically giving y'all guys all the tools that y'all need to make your picks. So we got that going on. Also, if y'all guys like this tool that I'm using Draft Dashboard. As you can see, they have all the information. I like Draft Dashboard because it has all the information right in front of you. Like, you don't have to go to 5 different sites to get it. It tells you the last 5 games versus that team, his last 5 games overall. Gives you the matchup rankings, projections, his last 3 games, minutes, usage. Everything's here. They have how much value, how much fantasy points per minute, what's the percentage that they might hit that projection. So I really like the sheet. We also they have top players of the day. They have an NBA cheat sheet. They have a lineup optimizers for y'all guys that play FanDuel, DraftKings. They have that. They have the perfect lineups which helps you get your perfect lineup going. So it's a really nice tool. I use it a lot for the information that I gather. So if it's something that y'all guys would like to use also to help you, I have a link down below that you can sign up for. It's an affiliate link, and it would help me support my channel, support what I do, support all the work that goes into making these videos and the research. So if y'all guys would like to sign up below, the link is right there. So that's all I have for y'all guys tonight. I hope y'all guys enjoyed the information. Like I said again, make sure you guys lock this information, lock these guys in early. If you like anybody, lock them in. And I'll come back tomorrow with more picks for y'all, some top 5 picks once we have all the players on the board and the single stats and the first half and all that stuff. I'll see what else I can come up with. So I hope y'all guys have a great night. All day DFS. I'm out.